Imagine this. It is 1943, the world is at war, the British Empire controls India, and thousands of kilometers away, a is preparing for one of the most dangerous journeys in his life. His name is Subhas Chandra Bose, also known as Netaji. Netaji was determined to free India from British rule. In Jan 1941, he escaped from British surveillances in Calcutta and secretly traveled out of India. After passing through Afghanistan and Soviet Union, he eventually reached Germany. In Germany, Netaji established the Free India Center, Azad Hind Radio. He appealed to Indians to rise against British rule and also organized an Indian Legion from Indian prisoners of war. But Netaji wanted something more. He wanted an army that could actually march into India. He believed Southeast Asia offered the best opportunity. Japan was advancing across Asia, and thousands of Indian soldiers had been captured by Japanese forces. So Netaji made a decision that sounds almost unbelievable. He could travel from Germany to Japan by submarine. In February 1943, Netaji secretly boarded the German submarine U-80. For weeks, the submarine traveled through the dangerous waters carrying Netaji towards the Indian Ocean. Then, on 26 April 1943, something extraordinary happened. The German submarine met the Japanese submarine I-29 in Indian Ocean. Netaji transformed from the German submarine to the Japanese submarine. He had crossed from one enemy submarine to another in the middle of the ocean. His destination was Japan. After reaching Japan in May 1943, Netaji met Japanese leaders and secured support for his plan. He then traveled to Singapore. There, thousands of Indians welcomed him. Netaji took leadership of the Indian National Army, the INA, also known as Azad Hind Fuzz. The INA had already been formed before Netaji arrived, but he reorganized it and transformed it into the main military force of his independence movement. His message was clear: Chalo Dilli, march to Delhi. Netaji traveled across Southeast Asia calling upon Indians to sacrifice everything for freedom. And then came the words that could become legendary: give me blood and I will give you freedom. Men and women joined INA. Under the captain Lakshmi Sahgal, the Rani of Jhansi regime was formed for women volunteers. Netaji also popularized the powerful call Jai Hind, victory to India. Then on 21st October 1943, Netaji took an even greater step. In Singapore, he proclaimed the provisional government of Azad Hind or Free India. Netaji became its head of state and commander of the INA. Several countries recognized this government. For Netaji, the struggle was no longer simply about forming an army. He was trying to create the government of a future independent India. Soon the movement reached Indian territories. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands came under the control of Azad Hind Government. Netaji renamed them Shaheed and Swaraj. Then came the military up towards India. In 1944, INA soldiers advanced with Japanese forces towards India's northeastern territories. At Morong in Manipur, INA flag was raised. For a moment, Netaji's dream of reaching India seemed within reach, but the campaign began to collapse. The Japanese forces at Impal and Kohima failed. Supplies ran short, the diseases, hunger, and exhaustion took their role. The Japanese army retreated, and the INA was forced to retrieve with it. The dream of marching to Delhi had failed on the battlefield. Then in 1945, Japan surrendered. The INA's military campaign was over. Many INA soldiers were captured by British, but something unexpected happened. When INA officers were put on trial at the Red Fort in Delhi, people across India rallied behind them. The rallies created enormous public emotion and turned the INA soldiers into a symbol of resistance against British rule. And then came the final chapter of Netaji's story. In August 1945, Netaji was traveling towards Japanese held territories. According to the official accounts accepted for decades, the aircraft carrying him crashed at Tayaku, now Taipei on 18th August 1945. Netaji survived, suffered severe burns, and reportedly died later that day. But question about his disappearance continued for decades, and several investigations examined the circumstances surrounding his death. Netaji never lived to see India becoming independent in 1947. His army did not defeat the British military, but his journey became legendary. He escaped British surveillances, he traveled across continents, he crossed the Indian Ocean in submarine, he built the Azad Hind movement, he raised an army, he marched towards India, and even after the INA's military defeat, the trials of its soldiers created a powerful wave of nationalism across the country. Netaji's story is the story of a man who was willing to risk everything for India's freedom, and his words still echo today. Give me blood and I will give you